Imagine a plane flying from Los Angeles to New York City. Right before takeoff, someone shifts the plane's angle by just 3.5 degrees. If the plane continues flying in a straight line, it will end up closer to Washington, D.C., instead of reaching its intended destination of New York City. The same is true for your habits. Small, seemingly insignificant changes in your daily habits can quietly yet profoundly shape your lives. Here's some surprising math about the power of compounding. If you improve by just 1% each day for a year, you'll be 37 times better. Conversely, getting 1% worse each day for a year can bring you close to zero. This isn't just about numbers. It's about how time amplifies your choices. Good habits make time your ally and helping you grow and succeed. Bad habits make time your enemy and slowly pulling you away from your goals. The truth about progress. We expect to make progress in a linear fashion. We crave evidence that our new habit is working before we've even committed to a solid routine. After making a few small changes and failing to see noticeable results, we're quick to give up. However, habits often appear to make no difference until you cross a critical threshold and unlock a new level of performance. In the early and middle stages of any quest, there's often a valley of disappointment, a period where progress feels slow, effort seems unrewarded, and the results we crave remain elusive. It's a phase where many lose motivation, questioning whether their actions will ever lead to success, and most people fail and slip back into their old routines. The truth is, the most significant outcomes of any compounding process take time. Patience is key. Goals versus systems. What if obsessing over goals is the very thing stopping you from reaching them? Goal is the desired outcome you aim to achieve, while systems are the processes that lead to those results. The real issue arises when you spend too much time thinking about your goals and not enough time designing your systems. Goals are good for setting a direction, but systems are what keep you moving forward. People who focus solely on goals often feel defeated when things don't go as planned, but those who prioritize systems find joy in the process itself. When the excitement fades and when the road gets tough, it's your systems that will carry you through. The subtle power of changing your identity. If you're having trouble changing your habits, the problem isn't you. The real issue lies with your systems. The reason many people repeat bad habits again and again is not because they don't want to change, but because they have the wrong system for change. According to James Clear, behavior change isn't about sheer willpower. It's about understanding and working with three critical layers that shape our actions. The first layer is changing your outcomes, what you get. The next layer is changing your process, what you do. The third and deepest layer is changing your identity, what you believe. Most people try to change habits from the outside in. They focus on what they want without changing their beliefs. Sure, you might convince yourself to hit the gym or eat healthy once or twice, but if you don't shift the belief behind the behavior, it is hard to stick with it in the long term. When you change your identity, you're not just acting differently. You're becoming someone new. You're not merely trying to read a book. You're aiming to become a reader. You're not just going to the gym. You're someone who values fitness. So instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, ask yourself, who do I want to become? Because once you embody the identity of someone who has the habits you desire, the actions will follow. The habit loop. Ever catch yourself doing things like brushing your teeth or grabbing a snack without thinking? That's your brain on autopilot. It's all because of something called the habit loop, a pattern your brain uses to create habits. This loop is comprised of 4 parts that work together to automate behaviors. Cue, a little alarm bell that tells your brain. Craving, the urge that pulls you in. Response, the action that follows. Reward, the benefit you receive. Cue, you smell a donut shop as you walk by. Craving, you begin to crave a donut. Response, you buy a donut and eat it. And reward, you satisfy your craving for a donut. This 4-step process is not something that happens occasionally, but rather it is an endless feedback loop that is running and active during every moment you are alive. So, to build a good habit, focus on creating positive triggers, cravings, actions, and rewards. Find something that reminds you to start. Make it something you look forward to and reward yourself afterward. To break a bad habit, disrupt the loop by eliminating triggers, changing the craving, making the response harder, and removing the rewards. The next time you find yourself on autopilot, take a moment to understand the loop and use it to your advantage. The 4 laws of behavior change. These 4 laws offer a straightforward framework for cultivating positive habits and eliminating negative ones. Number 1, make it obvious. Design your environment to make cues for good habits obvious and visible. If you want to drink more water, place a water bottle on your desk where you'll easily see it. Want to become a musician? Set up a guitar stand and keep your guitar next to your bed. Want to read more? Leave a book on your pillow or in your bag as a reminder. When good habits are easy to see, you don't have to rely on willpower alone. Your environment will do a lot of the work for you. The more you design your surroundings with your desired habits in mind, the more your habits will seamlessly integrate into your life without effort. Habit stacking. Use an existing habit as a cue for a new one. If you already brush your teeth every morning, try stacking a new habit right after, like doing 5 minutes of stretching. Or if you have a cup of coffee every morning, consider journaling for 5 minutes while you sip. You could also try doing a short meditation right after you make your bed each morning. By attaching a new habit to a familiar routine, you're leveraging that established habit to cue your brain, making it easier for the new habit to stick. Be specific about when and where you will perform your habit. This is called implementation intention, a commitment to a specific action at a specific time. Instead of saying, "I'll work out today," try, "I will go for a run at 5 p.m. in the park." Instead of just saying, "I'll read today," try saying, "I will read for 20 minutes at 8 p.m. in my living room." By setting specific intentions, you're not leaving your goals up to chance. You create a clear plan that makes it easier to follow through. Number 2, make it attractive. Pair the habit with something you enjoy or reframe it in a positive light. If you want to exercise, listen to your favorite podcast or music while working out. By pairing habits with activities you enjoy or creating positive associations, you're more likely to stay motivated and stick to your goals. Join a group that aligns with your goals and surround yourself with people who already practice the habits you want to build. Like hang out with people who enjoy reading if you want to read more, or spend time with people who love running if you're aiming to jog regularly. Success isn't just about individual effort. It's about building a supportive environment where positive habits can thrive. Number 3, make it easy. The easier it is to do a habit, the more likely you'll follow through. Start with small, manageable steps that don't feel overwhelming. This is often referred to as the 2-minute rule. Any new habit should take no longer than 2 minutes to get started. If you want to start reading more, begin by reading just 1 page a day. The goal is to reduce the effort needed to begin the habit, and eventually, it becomes a natural part of your routine. Number 4, make it satisfying. Your brain craves immediate gratification. If you can find a way to make a habit feel rewarding right after you do it, you'll strengthen the habit loop, like eating a tasty snack after meditation or enjoying a smoothie or a hot shower afterward. This not only makes the habit more enjoyable, but also increases the likelihood of repeating it. The more you reinforce the immediate reward, the stronger the habit becomes over time. By consistently applying these principles, you can foster lasting behavior changes and effortlessly incorporate positive habits into your life.